Alright, hey everyone, what's up? So I wanted to do a sort of an update to a video series I did a couple months back, which is how I make videos. A lot of people are curious as to what equipment I have, how I get my videos to look how they are, how I record them, the commentary and stuff, and I thought I would do a quick sort of run through of my equipment, the software, what I do for actually video editing, and the different effects and stuff I use to basically get my videos to look as good as they do. So first off, this is the next gen version, I guess. I did one previously, but it was only with the last gen consoles, the PS3 and Xbox 360. But now, because I made the decision to have both my next gen consoles, here's the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One, at the same house along with the gaming PC. I'm able to just record off one house and play games for both consoles as soon as they are released. So what I basically what do I basically do? All right, all these consoles, these both consoles right here, are connected through HDMI to the PC monitor. All right, and this is an Asus VG247QE. All right, this is a 144 Hertz refresh rate monitor with a 1 millisecond response time. All right, this is the fast monitor that Asus put out, and it is 3D, even though I don't even have a 3D NVIDIA kit, so it's kind of pointless for me. But yeah, that's what I play off of. It's 1080p. It looks great, and everything's calibrated, so the picture and the colors and the contrast, brightness, and whatever are all how they should be. This is the mic I use. All right, this is a Blue Yeti mic I picked up at Best Buy. They were a bunch of idiots, and they decided to incorrectly price this mic, which is normally I think $150 or something like that, and I got it for $50 because they marked the price wrong on the price tag. What a bunch of dumb idiots. So I was able to get this really nice high quality mic for what, like 60% off or something? It's probably like 75% off. Yeah, something like that. So pretty good. So that's what I use to record my commentary with and everything like that. Now, when I record vlogs, this is the webcam I use. All right, this is a Logitech C310, I believe, and that's what I use to record my channel updates. It's 720p. I am in a process. I do actually want to get a new webcam that's 1080p. And that has a little bit better mic quality, so hopefully I can pick one up in the coming months very soon. And the capture card, it's a hardware capture card that I use. All right, it's plugged in here. I'm gonna have to get down my hand and knees. Stuff is falling all over the place because I just hit my desk. So yeah, it's a hardware capture card. You can see it right above my graphics card. Let me get a light for you guys. That would actually be better. Alright, okay, there's my graphics card. See the little thin thing on top of it? That is what I use, alright? That is a, it's an AverMedia freaking Game Broadcaster HD. That's what I use. It's an AverMedia Game Broadcaster HD. It's plugged in through the PCI 1 slot on my computer. If we go in back here, everything's plugged in through the back. This is it right here. It's right here. It has a VGA to component adapter that it came with, so that's what I used for PS3 recording, and it also has an HDMI input. Alright, the Xbox One's plugged into here. So basically what I do when I record is I take the HDMI cord, I unplug it from my monitor, and I plug it into here. And this counts for both PC and console as well. I use DVI, just DVI to my monitor for the video quality, but it comes with here. I have a DVI to HDMI adapter, which I plug in through the secondary DVI port on the graphics card, and use the HDMI and basically plug it back into the graphics card, and thus I'm able to basically just click share screen or duplicate screen on my computer, and I basically have it set up to record. Alright, let me get back up. So if we go into the software, it comes with its own proprietary software. They since updated it. So this is the RE Central. If this may focus, it's the RE Central that I use. And if we open it right here, give it a little bit. Okay, and it basically comes up like this. Now I have different profiles. I have one for 1080p capture, PS4 1080p capture, Xbox One 1080p capture, and PS4, or I'm sorry, PC 1080p capture. All right, I basically switch off whichever one I want. So I just got done recording the Call of Duty Ghost multiplayer video that I just put up. Basically do this. I click Xbox One capture. I go up here to Pro and open that up. It's gonna open up. Just give it a sec. Oops. Open up. There we go. And basically, these are the settings that I use. All right. I'm recording from a game console. If I was recording my PC, I would just select Other PC. Current PC doesn't work, so I select Other PC. It's through the HDMI, obviously. It's capturing the audio through the HDMI as well, so that's what I use for that. When I'm on my PC, however, I do select the sound card and have it on stereo mix, so that way it just captures. I don't have to plug in anything through the sound, because you know, DVI to HDMI, it doesn't carry sound at the same time. So that's what I use. And then for the microphone, it's giving me the option between my webcam or my actual USB mic, which obviously I'm going to choose better quality. And I have this selected to save. If this thing would focus. Anyway, I have it selected as a save as separate MP3 file. So basically, when I record, if I'm going to record, everything is being recorded by the software. My commentary and the video and the audio from the video. It's all being recorded from the same software. And when I'm done, it saves a separate audio file for my commentary and then the video file with the sound and everything like that. And you can control it with hotkeys or do a push to talk method. I just have it always on, so that way as soon as I push ready and record, I can go ahead and immediately just talk. And it's already synced. It's automatically synced and everything like that, which is pretty cool. So it's MP4, and then it's since the next generation of consoles are using 1080p native games, I wanted to bring you guys 1080p native content. So I had this selected at 1080p. You can choose a variety of different resolutions here, which YouTube only supports 1080p, 720p, and 720 by 480, which is like 480p. So you have to select a resolution that's really supported by YouTube to record, and that's just if you want to upload the raw file. The video bitrate, I have at 18 megabits per second. You can go up to 20. 18 is fine, as you guys see. No one's having a problem with the quality of my videos. People are actually really happy with the quality of them. And the audio bitrate, I previously had it on 192. I turned it up to 256 kilobits per second, and so you get a slightly higher audio bitrate there. And then the frame rate is 30, and if I had the video format uncompressed, it would just record it how it is. But the problem is that I think like 1 second can do like 20 gigabytes or something like that. It's like a super uncompressed video. So yeah, I'm not doing that. So the frame rate is at 30. De-interlace, you can do auto, but it automatically just does edge progressive, so I just leave it how it is. And then basically when I'm just done, with these settings, making sure everything's fine, I click ready. And here's the Xbox One dashboard that's up already. And I basically select full screen. And basically, as I'm playing, it looks like I'm playing through the TV, and the quality is HDMI because that's what's going through the capture source and everything like that. So it's like a very minimal loss in quality at all. So it's pretty cool. When I press record, I just pressed record right there. This is a mute button. I usually mute that when I'm playing on PC because I can hear the audio already, so there's no need to have that on. But when I'm recording for a console, I usually leave that on, but I have the audio also going through the optical digital audio out. All right, and basically that's it. I just press record. When I'm done talking, blah 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 blah, I press stop. How do I dictate how long my videos are? Like how do I just get the feeling of it being 30 minutes? Like, do I time myself, whatever? Kind of. I look at the time right now. So if I look at the time, if I start recording right now, it'd be 11:30 basically, and I say, all right, I'm gonna be done at like 12:10 or something like that. Now my monitor does come with this cool thing. Once I get out of here, It's called this, alright? It's called a Game Plus. I can select a timer here, select 30 minutes, say I want it in the bottom right hand or bottom left hand corner, and right now it's timing down 30 minutes for me to basically record. I can use this for recording, I can use this if I'm baking something, like my lunch, and I said, okay, well I'm going to play some couple games, but in 30 minutes I'm going to go and, you know, get my food. So to remind myself for something like that, I can do that if I want to. I obviously don't do that. But also if I'm playing, like, this is pretty cool too. If I'm playing like a hardcore mode where there, you know, there's like no reticle, there's no heads-up display, I can kind of cheat and I can say, well, I want this. I want to be able to shoot my weapon, so I want this nice little dot in the center of the screen. And I can use that for my guns to see exactly where my bullets are going, and you know, where the reticle is to make sure I'm aiming properly. So it's kind of cheating. I never used this, but it's just the it's just pretty cool to have the option of doing that. So, all right. Basically, when I'm done recording, that's fine. I exit out of here. I then go into Sony Vegas. All right. I use the exact version of Sony Vegas. Sony Vegas 11.0 Platinum. That's what I use. I know they came out with a new version. I'll go buy it, you know, when I need to. But you can get, people think Sony Vegas is like super expensive. You can go get it on Amazon for like 60 bucks. Like this costs like 60 bucks. It was perfectly fine. So, all right. Basically, I do this. I go to new. Let's say I just recorded a video. I go to new internet video and internet HD. I select, you know, I can type the name. So let's just type in COD Ghosts. Something wrong with my voice, jeez. COD Ghosts. All right. My throat feels dry. Here's just water right here. Alright, so I'll go to Project Media. I have to drag in all my stuff. So I got my, here's my audio file with just my commentary, and then here's the video. So I want both. Usually I just press shift and you can get both of them, but I'm doing this with one hand. Alright, and my intro and my outro, or just intro, I don't have an outro. So basically, yeah, I dragged those in. Vegas is going to load those things for, right now. Just make sure everything's fine. I dragged the machinima thing in first. Drag it onto here. I didn't drag my intro right here. And I just drag it a little bit forward, and it automatically snaps it at 0.29 milliseconds or whatever you want to say, or it's milliseconds, but basically, it's pretty cool because it adds this effect when it's there like that. You can take a look. That thing like the machinima logo comes forward, and it kind of looks cool because, you know, my intro, it's like you have the bricks that break through the screen. So it's kind of pretty interesting to see. You know, it kind of just happened incidentally, but it's a cool effect. So basically, I leave it like that, and basically start from there. So I take my video and I put my video here, and this is going to go there, and basically I kind of drag that up to where it says 1 second, so, and it does that automatically. So when the bricks are starting to form together, it forms like a picture, sort of. Alright, so then there's the video. You can do one other thing. Here's my commentary. I'm going to drag it, I'm going to put it right here below the video audio. And what you're going to do is you're going to push, see if I can do this with one hand. Yeah, hold on. Alright, well anyway, what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to push shift. I'm going to click on both of these at the same time. Excuse me. Alright, so once I select all of these, you're going to right click, you're going to go to group, and then you're going to go to create new group. What this does is it allows me to drag my commentary and the video at the same time, so it's constantly in sync and I don't have to constantly move it whenever I move the video. It's always going to be in sync. So that's like that. Basically, I'm going to make sure that everything's fine. So if we go to the beginning of the video here, after this intro. I need a new intro, by the way.
Alright, well...
Alright, and I basically skip forward, make sure everything's fine. So obviously the game audio is way too loud. over here on music, which is basically the little row that's carrying the video sound, I'm gonna basically bring that down, usually at -10, and I'll boost my commentary like up to 3. So we'll take a listen to that.
My favorite.
Let's go into a different version.
There's the multiplayer experience, and then there's the campaign experience. So we after the interview, because people.
All right.
Yes, finally, I'm on prestige level. We'll see. When that
basically, this is what I do.
Player for the time.
This sounds fine. It looks like it's at a good volume. You can hear the game a little, but it's not too loud to the point where it overdoes my commentary. So basically, I do that. Then I do the video editing stuff, like all the little special effects and stuff, really video effects, to make it appear more sharper, more detailed than it actually is. By itself, this video is very blurry. I'm just talking about just the video that I captured. People will do playthroughs. You know, people like DSP do playthroughs, and he doesn't do any effects. He just automatically uploads it, so the picture looks soft, and it looks very kind of blurry, especially when he's moving in fast places. It kind of like the video has like its own motion blur to it. So if you take a look, and these fast-paced games have a lot of ghosting. Now, what ghosting is it's the repetition of images, because it's trying to keep up with basically the frame rate's trying to keep up with you know, the frame rate of the actual content. So Call of Duty runs at 60 frames per second, but it's really at 30. It's really recording in 30. So you have all this repetition going on. So you'll see when I'm turning around and stuff, you get all this blur. That was a good example right there. I just missed. Hold on. Here's a good example. So you see all this like. It's all this blur. This is what they call ghosting. It's like it's a repetition of an image, right? So basically, you can't really notice it if you're playing it. You know, it does kind of look a little bit blurry when I'm turning, but you know, still, if you pause the video, you'll definitely notice it. So let's try to go back to that scene, because that was a good one right there. All right, here's another good one. That's a lot of ghosting there. How to get rid of this? You right-click the video. You select Properties. You go and you disable resampling. Now watch the video as I disable that. Look, the picture just changed, and now everything's completely, you know, like still. Everything is still. So if you look at the video, now the frame rate looks much more consistent. You don't get that blurry feeling. And now no matter where I stop the video, you'll never have ghosting no matter what. This is what I use so that the video looks a lot better than it actually does, and you know, more like it has a more stable frame rate, less blur and stuff like that. So no matter where I stop the video, no matter what, you're not gonna get ghosting at all. Nice plus. All right, then I officially do like the little video editing and stuff. Make this thing a little bit brighter, make this thing up in contrast. So I'm gonna choose a good I basically skip around here until I see like a good still where I can see like a good you know, where it looks like a pretty good image to adjust the color and contrast and stuff like that. This map has a lot of dark spots and it rains too. It's a decent one, but yeah. Forgive me as I'm skipping around here. Alright, we'll use this version, I guess. So I go into Video FX and Brightness and Contrast. Now I have everything preset to gameplay. I just drag it to the video, and it basically makes it brighter. I have the brightness at 0.5, the contrast at 0.10, and the contrast center at 0.60. This makes the image a little bit brighter without making it desaturated. So that's what I do, because sometimes it's a little bit darker depending on what your settings on the monitor are, and you can see a lot better. Then I go to Color Corrector, alright? And in Color Corrector, I drag the gameplay again, because I have it all preset, onto the video. I have the saturation at 1200, normally it's 1000, with the gain at 9.900, usually it's at 1. and the offset at 2. All right, this adds a little bit more color without making it too desaturated and to the point where it kind of overpowers the detail. So that's what I use there. But I also go the extra mile and I go to sharpen. I add a sharpened filter to it. A very, very, very light filter at 0.050, excuse me, 0.050. That's what I use for the sharpen. It adds this really, really subtle sharpening to it so that when you're actually, you know, watching the video, it looks really super good, like really super good. I've used it for all my videos, Thief, that Titanfall video I put up, Infamous Second Son, and it looks really, really sharp and detailed. If you use any more than 0.050, what happens is that it's gonna be a lot more noticeable, and it's gonna kind of suck. It's gonna look like way too sharp, and you're not gonna be able to read small text, and yeah. So that's basically all I do. And then you know, everything looks fine. Looks like the video is 13 minutes long. Sometimes I'll do this. I'll do a fade at like 1 second so that at the end of the video, you'll see it kind of fades to black. So I'll do that sometimes. We'll just do it in this case. And I select it all like this, make sure everything's fine. I go to Project, Render As, and it's going to bring up a window. There we go. And basically I do this. I do YouTube gameplay video. It's all preset, but I'll show you the settings. High definition, ABC video format, 30 frames per second, NTSC, zoning or whatever, I guess. And I turned the bitrate up to 16,000. And everything I kind of just leave the same, you know, progressive scan, make sure everything's like that. The audio, of course, I want to add advanced audio codec, 48,000 sample rate, and a 256,000 bit rate. So that's going to be pretty cool. And of course it's stereo. You guys aren't listening and watching my videos in 5.1 surround sound. There's no point. So everything I just leave on stereo. And then I go to Project. I make sure that the video rendering quality is on the best. Make sure that's good. And basically that's what I use, and I render. Now, 720p videos, I have an i5 2500K processor. 720p videos take basically as long as the video does. 1080p takes a little bit longer. This video is probably going to take around 20-25 minutes to render this 13-minute video because it's 1080p and because the quality is, you know, a little bit higher than what I'm used to. Now, my typical video size, this video is probably going to be around 600, 700, maybe 800 megabytes. My first impressions are usually 1.5 to 2 gigs, maybe a little bit more. So that's basically what the file size is, and you know, I have a 6 megabit per second upload. So like this video is probably going to take a good 30 minutes to upload or something like that. Maybe 25-30 minutes to upload, no problem. The first impressions takes around 40-45 minutes. So, you know, pretty good. And that's basically all I do to record it. It's really that simple. Like I said, this mic's about $150. That capture card was like $150. Of course, you need the consoles, and the Sony Vegas is about $60 on Amazon. And that's basically like all you really need. That's what I use. So that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Yeah, it's going to take around 25 minutes, it looks like. This thing would focus. 25 minutes, 26 minutes now. But yeah, that's it, guys. Hope you guys have a good day, and that's how I make videos, and you know, that's the format I use. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you all later, and yeah, bye.